Hello again and welcome to the Ultimate Racing League, sponsored by upshiftstore.co.uk, digitalmotorsports.com and Pineapple Grips. So this is the start of our brand new season 13 of our BTCC Replica Championship. So season 13's upon us already. Some say it's unlucky, but not for these guys. They're out there ready, poised, waiting to go. This is round one. Race one. We've got three 15-minute races as usual for you in this championship. We're here in Barcelona at the Circuit de Catalunya. We're on the Grand Prix layout, which is the main layout here. So as I say, they're all ready. Let's get to the grid then. So we've only got 6 cars here in race one. Some names that you'll find familiar, others you won't. So one of our newcomers, who's actually on pole position, is Jay Dyson. In second, we've got Team Silver, who you should know. He was very close to winning the championship last time out, but due to a couple of missed opportunities, he just slipped out the reckoning at the end. Lanch 85 makes a return. You might remember him from the past. In third, Ginger in fourth, Potsy in fifth, and Firepower in sixth. Those three you certainly will know from last season, etc. So all running the Super Softs. So that's it. So let's get to the action then, and let's go. So revs are up as usual. Just waiting for them lights to change, and we'll be away. And there you go. Good start by everybody. Team Silver's a little bit slow in the Scirocco, but I think that's just a trait of the car actually. Not the greatest off the line, but once it gets going, it's pretty good. But anyway, Jay Dyson then takes him down to turn one, followed closely by Lanch in the McGann. So they head round turn one, into turn two, and now they're sweeping turn three. And as you know, from last time out, certainly the BMWs are quick off the line, and that's exactly how, exactly what they're doing now. So Lanch following him round then in second with Ginger in third. He's just trying to keep with them. These three just seem to be pulling away a bit, although having said that, Team Silver has got himself up in the fourth, so there you go. Scirocco, a little bit of a spin at the back there from Firepower, but controlled it well, but these four have now just crept away from the other two, Firepower and Potsy. So Team Silver then in fourth with Ginger in third, Lanch second, Jay Dyson in first. As I say, just pulling away from these other two at the back there. Firepower in fifth. Just trying to keep with them. Obviously, goes a bit wide there. Nearly out of shape. Now it's going to put Potsy back into the mix, and he's going to be right at the back of Firepower now. Having said that, Firepower controlled that quite well, and already he's pulling away a little bit from Potsy. And Team Silver was that who just went off. I just seen him go off, and a little bit of a battle here between him and Ginger. And in fact, he got up into third, but he's got a penalty, so he must have cut the corner, or maybe where we went off there. It was too far. He's going to have to get rid of it, and he'll probably get rid of it here. There you go. Ginger will go past, and more than likely Firepower will too. There he goes. So Team Silver, he will drop down to fifth. He may even lose sixth place if Potsy's got the run on him. No, not quite. Potsy's having a look though. He might get there. No, he just has to back off, get back behind him. So Team Silver back to fifth then. So Jay Dyson though in front in the BM, pulling out quite a nice little lead. It's a lovely day here in Barcelona. Sun beating down. Probably in the high 20s, probably low 30s at the moment in the air temperature. Track temperature probably anything up to 40 degrees, I would have thought by now. Just heating up nicely with the sun. But should be perfect for the tyres. A little bit hot in the cockpit, I would have thought, but I'm not sitting in it, so I'm not that fussed. But pretty hot in there, I would have thought. Lanch, 85. In second then. Trying to stick with Jay Dyson, but these two are certainly pulling away now from the rest. There they are in the background, so it's between these two, I think. Lanch and Jay Dyson. Ginger leading up the next group. Just can't get himself quite on the back of the two, although he's sort of stretching it a little bit there. He's trying his best to get onto him. Team Silver though, he's staying with him, and a little battle at the back here between Potsy and Firepower, and Potsy's got past Firepower actually. All runs wide though. Firepower's going to get that back, but Potsy's on the inside. It's a tough chicane this actually. Big curbs, those curbs easily come out of control, and more than likely will give you a penalty to the game, so not the greatest chicane in the on the circuit there, but everyone's got to use it, so it's a fair ball game for everybody. So Potsy then goes back to 6th after that little mistake. Firepower up to 5th again. And it's like a battle of 5th and 6th here. At the moment, these two will be fighting it out to the end, I think. Let's have a look at a little bit further forward then to see what's happening. So Team Silver then up to 3rd place now. Got past Ginger. Ginger's trying to... He's dropped back obviously because Ginger was in front of him, so going to change of position there. And actually, they seem to be catching Lanch, with Jay Dyson pulling away in front now. But Lanch is obviously in 2nd and he's getting hauled in by these two. So yeah, he's really screaming the neck out of that McGann, but I think he's going as fast as he possibly can, but they're two behind. There they are. Certainly, by the looks of it, closing that gap. So we could have a little battle for 2nd, 3rd and 4th very soon. Only 5 minutes into this race. And remember, in one of the races, they've got to run mediums, and that's when the fun and games start, depending on what the weather conditions are like. But everyone's got to run mediums at some point for one of the races. A bit wide there from Lanch. Does he get away with it, or is it a penalty? Yeah, it was a penalty. Thought it might be, but got a bit of time actually. Or actually, Team Silver's going to get him, I think. Got a little bit more speed and momentum, and yeah, it does. So Team Silver then goes up into 2nd, and that was Ginger also running off a penalty in the background. So he remains in 4th, but Lanch back to 3rd. So Team Silver now will put his head down, see if he can make some leeway into Jay Dyson, who's up top there. There he is. Let's have a look, see what the gap is. Well, he's not even in shot, is he, at the moment, Team Silver. Jay Dyson looking pretty comfortable out there. So knowing what the BMs are like from last time out, I think it's fair to say, look, not even in shot, the others, it's pretty fair to say that he's probably already got this one wrapped up, even if he was to make a little mistake. He's got such a big gap behind him that I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. But anyway, I'll keep my mouth shut because I've said things before and completely nosed it up for the guys. So let's get back to the commentary. So that's Jay Dyson, there he is in the background then. So Team Silver and Lanch trying to stick with him. So it's all pretty settled with the 6 cars that we have got out here. Bit of a shame that we only got the 6, but as I say, did he miss a gear there, Team Silver? Seemed a bit slow around there, or not sure, but anyway, still there in 2nd. Yeah, it's just a shame that the other guys didn't quite make it, but hopefully they're about to make us for races 2 and 3. We'll have to wait and see, but it is what it is. We know that we can still have great racing, great entertainment from a small field, and again, Lanch goes wide, and again, exactly the same as last time, same penalty, same place. Got plenty of time behind him though, so he's not going to lose anything in terms of position. All he's going to lose is the gap between him and 2nd really, and Ginger will be a little bit closer, but really quite comfortable there at the moment is Lanch. Having said that, he can't afford to keep making those mistakes because sooner or later they're going to be on him, and Ginger's not that far off him in 4th. So Ginger deciding to go with the GTR this time out. Runs wide and gets his back wheel out there and nearly lost it. Keeps it there in fourth. Firepower looks settled in fifth now, with Potsy in sixth. Firepower doing his best to try and stick with Ginger, but at the moment, can't quite get to him. As we're just over halfway in the race now, race one. Looks really hot actually out there, doesn't it? Potsy then in sixth. Let's go back to Lanch and see how he's doing. Is he catching Team Silver? Well, not really. Team Silver is there in second and he's doing his utmost in that Scirocco to try and get with the Beamer, but I don't think he's going to get anywhere near him, if I'm honest. He's coming round the start finish now. Is Jay Dyson, there he is. So there's kind of your gap. Your Team Silver just coming to start it now, so you know he's probably half the length of that straight. There he is in the background. So he's got a big gap, and with what 9.5 minutes gone, I think he's secured this race one. Doesn't need to really push. Doesn't really need to go out flat out and try and get good times now, really. So that just causes or can cause mistakes. You just want to be nice and steady with the gap that you've got and just bring it home. So Jay Dyson then looking good in first place then at the moment. Team Silver in second on his own. Used to being up there. Looks like he could be continuing the way he left off last time out, but different car of course that he's in this time. So a slightly different challenge until you get used to the cars. Lanch, who after being out for a while, it's good to see Lanch back actually. It's a consistent racer and a good racer before he took his little sabbatical, but he's back. And in fairness, if he can stay in third, it's a pretty good, decent start to the championship for him. Obviously, with 6 weeks of this action coming up, so stick with me and we'll see how it goes, because there's going to be thrills and spills, I can guarantee that, as we go through the championship. We're all just feeling things out a little bit, getting used to the cars at the moment here in round one. Oh, a little battle here now, Firepower. Back on Ginger. Ginger, mate, he might get a penalty, that Ginger. Got to be a bit careful there, as I said. It's a horrible chicane. No, he's okay, but Firepower right on him now. And it's a drag race, is it? I think the GTR might have a little bit more pace. Maybe not, but I think he's just ahead. He is still just ahead, and yeah, he did just have that slightly more power. Just got him along the straight there, but Firepower will stick with him. In fifth, he's certainly looking for the fourth place. Potsy just off the back of them in sixth. Oh, Ginger out there wide, and don't want to go out there too wide, Ginger. You know what happened before. Got you well out there, and you nearly lost it, but that's okay. Firepower looking left, right, trying to get round him. He's going to go wide and see if he can take that sweeping exit, but no, not quite now. Can he get him on the brakes? No, it's too far back there. It's a tough place to pass there. You've got to be right on it to make that stick. Ginger then under huge pressure from Firepower, but no, still nothing. No, it's all fine. That power really needs to do is just stick behind him, get him along here maybe on the next straight piece. Don't need to get him, but stick with him, get right into his wheel tracks. Now, if you can get to the end of this straight section, you don't want to be on the outside there though, but if you can get to the straight and then get on the inside, but he's covering, Ginger's covering the inside line, so great little battle here for fourth and fifth as we into the last couple of minutes of the race now. Everything else is the same up top. Jay Dyson first, Team Silver second, Lanch third. Now, here we go. Oh, not quite again, Firepower. Okay, so Next opportunity is obviously the long start-finish straight, so what can he do? Or is he going to get him here? Oh, they both have a bit of a moment through the chicane. Potsy watching it ahead, thinking, yeah, go on in. Take each other off. And I'll have 4th place, thanks very much. But now, for Firepower, can he really get into the back of him? Well, we know the GTR's got a bit more pace, but obviously with the slip, and he's decided to get out of the slip there, Ginger. Or he didn't want to give Firepower the slip, so he gets out of it. He didn't follow him, Firepower, and but sticks with him. So still as it was, 4th and 5th. So great little battle here to close this race off into the last minute. And fancy Firepower might actually get Ginger at some point here before the end, because he's all over the back of him. Potsy is slowly catching them with the battling that they're doing here. Now, here we go. No, still nothing there for Firepower. I still just can't quite get far enough up the side of Ginger to be able to make the pass stick. But he's on him. And again, he won't be able to pass there. So I'm going to stick with this for the second, because everything else is as it is. This is certainly the only real battle that we got on track at the moment. We'll have to go back to the leaders in a minute, because we will be on the final lap. So this is going to go right down to the wire, this little battle. Firepower with a bit of a lock up. So let's go back to the leader to see him cross the line. So Jay Dyson then. First race with the group. Congratulations, first win. Good start from the start right to the end. Led from the start, and yeah, good victory there in race 1. Team Silver bringing it home in second. Well done. Lanch, good for him on his comeback. Now Ginger's got a penalty. He's going to have to get that off. Now that could be the opportunity for Firepower, because he's going to have to run it off, and Firepower's going to get him surely. And he does get him, does he? He does. So Firepower in 4th, Ginger 5th, and Potsy in 6th. So there's your race 1, guys. I enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Catch you again for races 2 and 3.